Hello, welcome back to the channel. We're going to jump into the next zodiac sign reading. Guess we'll do one of these from the ones we haven't done yesterday or yet. So let's see which one. Aries? I think I did Aries. Maybe I didn't do Aries. Maybe I didn't do Aries. Aries, let's do you guys. Hope you are well. Let's start with the tea leaf. Let's get you some grounded messages right out the gate using some selenite. You could be dealing with a Leo or somebody with strong Leo in their chart. Aries. You could be keeping your boundaries at this time. Okay. Sorry. You could be trading something up for something else. Like law of equivalent exchange. Like it's kind of like a hunter that goes to like a trading post back in the day and would like trade in furs. I don't know. I'm getting that, and I just am. Maybe it feels like you've been. I made it through the wilderness. Capricorn energy. You know I made it through. Didn't know until I. Okay, so spiritual guidance, protection from harm in the future position. Yeah, you could felt like something was lacking, but there is like a new opportunity, or you're preparing for something, or you will be receiving something. Okay, interesting. Yeah, you could have dealt with disappointment in somebody. This could have been some kind of obstacle to overcome. Could be a Capricorn or a Cancer. It could have been something that was kind of shoddy or built on shoddy foundations. I feel like you're coming out of some kind of self-illusion or self-delusion. You could be starting to do some kind of shadow work. There could be something about a darker woman or involved here. There's something new like a job or raise. Tell me more, Aries. Didn't know how much. Could be dealing with somebody quite egotistical. Doesn't have to be. Maybe you're working on your own sense of confidence as well. You're definitely dealing with some kind of heartache, it looks like, but you're gonna make it through the wilderness, that's for sure. Yeah, this is like helping you come into some kind of new leadership. Yeah, you could have been dealing with somebody that was quite two-faced, someone very stubborn. Could have a lot of fixed sign placements: Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. I feel like there's somebody else who's fixed. Taurus. Anything else for Aries? You will be happy in the future, but someone who's definitely working against you behind your back. Temptation. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Spicy mamacita. But at least we have angel in the future. I like this. In your most future position, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Angel. Okay, Aries. Maybe you're asking Angel Michael to surround you, or you're working with your guardian angels, or maybe you're asking God to show you, which angels are working with you, or which angels can support you. Yeah, there's something about your self-care that could have been lacking in the past, maybe to do with something emotional. Looks like you're receiving some kind of breakthrough, though, so that you can move towards like a new spark of some sort. Yeah, somebody could be watching you as you like depart off, getting on that train, getting on that flight. I don't know, maybe you're just ditching. Taken, I don't know how many ways you can put it, but yeah. Something about Paris or something, or you could be like thinking about, I don't know. I heard the US is having some crazy shit with their flights and everything. That's just fucking crazy. No offense, blessed to you guys. I hope God and Jesus comes through and the highest vibrational alignments and timelines happen. But anyways, somebody could have wanted control over you. Could be a masculine here. Could be somebody with fire sign placements. Doesn't have to be anything else for Aries. Yeah, this person was like, oh, this is part of the temptation. It was like throwing your abundance way the heck off. So it's like once you move away, you're going to have this justice or rebalancing of the scale of the energy with the renewal or spark when you focus on your happiness. You might need to close off, or this person could have been quite closed off. I think you should mirror this person, right? You could be building solid structures. Don't talk to this person. They could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements, air sign placements. They could be very much like more into socializing. Yeah. Anything else? I feel, yeah, this could be an earth sign or somebody with strong earth sign placements, Capricorn specific, maybe, since Saturn is here. Something was holding you back from opportunities. Could have been a sense of lack. You had to alchemize this. I feel like you had to let go of something, because something is closing you off to something. I made it through the wilderness. Maybe this is allowing you to face like deep shadow work. I made it through the highest timeline. Angel Michael, guardians and guides for Aries, people in placements, most valuable messages for Aries. Didn't know how much. So we have Saturn, Plumum, whatever the fuck, lead in the reverse. So it's like, moving out of stagnancy or weighted downness. Lead is like it's like in alchemy, you turn lead to gold kind of energy, right? It's a very kind of toxic substance otherwise. But let's go ahead and see, because I like seeing it reversed in the future position. This means like maybe even closing out karmic cycles. But let's go ahead and see Taurus energy here, strong. Capricorn. Didn't know how much Okay. Density, weight, and Saturn. Lead is the first metal. Its properties are heavy, dense, and unwaveringly steady. So I don't know if you were dealing with somebody dense. It is often perceived as the metal that initiated the entire alchemical drive to turn what is base, lead, into what is noble, gold. So this could be helping you to tap into your own soul, or your own happiness, or your own desires, your own creativity, or your ability to. Leo rules like creativity, joy, happiness, fun, art, actors, Hollywood. Um, the king idea, all sorts of correlations. It correlates to the planet Saturn and its love of rules and structures. On one hand, the card implies a fixed position or burden that can be weighed down to the work. The other hand, lead arrives just in time to ground a situation. I think you're actually taking off what it looks like. This could have been like karmic patterns, or maybe past life karma you're paying off, or like patterns that have been repetitive. Saturn rules time, right, and patterns. So this could be about like exiting those things. Saturn rules the color black or white, right? Because like in the base, like when you're in the bottom of the ocean where there's no light, creatures become quite albino. So, and it rules ignorance, right? They become quite blind, right? Because there's no light around. So what supersedes a Saturn or Capricorn is Aquarius, right? Which is like, earthquakes, or like breaking the borders, or like shakeups, divine inspiration. And then we have Pisces. So let's see. Either way, the presence of lead is sobering. We can't ignore it. The impatient alchemist may be discouraged to see in the lab. I mean, Saturn represents maturity, right, as well. When you understand the rules of the game, whose rules are true, that is, universal law I'm talking about, not somebody's, not the church or something like that that's trying to, manipulate you for money or whatever. Which Saturn is an earth sign. It's all about control. It's all about manipulation and like gaining. But when you know the true rules of reality, then you know what you're playing with. You know what you're dealing with. You know how to control things, I guess, in a way. So, Brady. But let's see. You could be also averting karma. Yeah, with Neptune here. That's interesting because Saturn is in Pisces right now. Neptune rules our emotions. It rules connecting with others, maybe a victim martyrdom complexes, sympathy, empathy. But on the higher, it's like divine inspiration, solutions, guidance, empathy, like understanding you can forgive, just continue to move on kind of energy. So let's go ahead and see Neptune. So that's Pisces energy. Yeah, Sagittarius energy. You could be letting go of a lot of things. Or Jupiter energy. Jupiter used to rule Neptune. Let's see. Divinity, mysticism, and seeking. And also Neptune's about letting go, shedding, clearing. Um, like flooding. Neptune is the mystic's planet. It's a transcendent energy, projects towards the heaven. It can also represent lies, illusions, addictions. When the Neptune card appears, the seeker archetype is activated and doorways to new dimensions opens. A voice whispers from the beyond and the earthly plane. We do have the veil quite thin now, perhaps calling you to pilgrimage or new spiritual practice. You may experience a meditative bliss beyond your wildest dream. Divinity has arrived, whether you call it nirvana, samadhi, enlightenment, or just good old serenity. Amidst your spiritual awakening, remember that ultimately the work is not about you. The work is about what's bigger than you. Stay grounded in that reality, and you'll likely avoid Neptune's pitfalls of narcissism or escapism. So just kind of see the larger purpose and of everything. History shows us examples of spirituality turn madness. So keep your woo tendencies in balance with a little selfless service. I don't think that's the energy here. Honestly, I definitely don't think they want you to serve somebody right here, because there's abundance in the reverse. So yeah, I think you need to like transcend beyond this, honestly, or something. But we're gonna get some extra cards. We'll see. Maybe we'll get a Celtic. We don't use these too often. Aries. Messages today for Aries from your spirit team. Anything else? Stolen kiss in the reverse, but banned Sith in the reverse as well. So maybe there's something here quite toxic about a situation. Selid, you could be going to a party or something. Silly court. 33. You could be seeing 33 a lot. 333. Let's see. Glamour, trickery, and deception. That's funny because just before I read this, I was about to say somebody could be copying you or something, or there could be like some kind of mimicry. The Seelie Court is the realm of the Fae, the Fairy. It's a place magic, mystery, revelry, music, feasting, dancing. It's connected to our world via portals such as barrow mounds or fairy hills, stone circles, enchanted forests. There are lots of tales about humans who have wandered into Fae realms, never to be seen again or return years later, old or near death, or children being snatched or replaced with changelings. Time is different in Fae realms, right? The spirit realms, the different dimensions. And one night in the Seelie Court could be hundreds of years in our world. When you're shown the Seelie Court in a reading, you are advised to be on your guard, for not all is as it seems. We do have a strong retrograde energy, so time could be like, time is kind of not really real, right? The card denotes something that's too good to be true. It is the card of the trickster, so watch out for the most charming style of deception and blatant lies coming from a smiling face. Don't be drawn in by glamour of the situation, for beneath the surface lies a hidden truth. Have patience and do nothing. All shall be revealed soon enough. In the meantime, be careful who you trust. Remember, all that glitters is not gold. This could be about work as well, or reciprocity dynamics. Could be about contracts, commitments, love. But we're going to jump into your juicy messages, which makes sense because, Neptune can definitely rule that. So it's kind of like with Saturn and Neptune finishing up in Neptune, preparing to station, I think more so direct at the end of the month. It's like really we're wrapping up. Um, did we learn the karmic lessons or did we not? Anything else for Aries? Something about Mamma Mia, that movie could be relevant. Aries. This could be things from your mother's lineage or from like past lifetimes or like even your mother's karma. Even, they say children are like karma, like they pick up parents' karma basically. Mistakes, the whatever. I guess the good karma too, but also the mistakes in some ways, right? So but take it as you will. That's just my opinion, I guess. Do more breathing exercises. Inhale golden white light. Exhale dark through your feet. So you might need to push black gray energy out through the base of your feet. That'll be like any negative emotions or low vibrational. You can also exhale and push golden energy out through your auric field, protecting you or imagining it kind of forming a shield or whatever you'd like to do. But that's really nice to ground your energy. They don't want you to progress because they're not progressing. Obnoxious. Do you fall for their lies? Let me sing a strip club. Start creating. Give me a second. This person could be very tense or like very stiff or something. I don't know. Oh, my mic's still good. Don't make long-term choices on short-term feelings. Hot and cold. I also heard hothead. Wanted to sow confusion in your life. This could be somebody very controlling. Let go of people who no longer serve you. Build better. Did they ever serve you? Peace equals prosperity. Healing from narcissistic abuse, and also you might be holding back from a narcissist. But yeah, Rohini Nakshatra. This could be somebody with Taurus placements or Rohini placements. Rohini, there's a great video. I think his name's like Dursi or something on YouTube, and he makes a video on Rohini placements, and he talks about. I think he talks about the movie with Mark Wahlberg, where he's like with Reese Witherspoon, where he's like totally like insane. Or there's some other examples, like Fatal Attraction is a movie with Rohini placement themes. So it's kind of like, they can get really intense sometimes. Deliberately wasting your time, and they don't really take no for an answer. Took you for granted. If you stuck with them, you'd be neglected. Chipping away at your foundation. That's crazy. They try to do love spells, lol. Just hate them instead. Healing your mental health. Alchemizing energy returns it to sender. So once you keep your energy elevated, yeah, that's crazy. I just said that, and I knocked this, and this card was showing. Like I knocked a card off of it, and this card was showing. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Flag. Maybe you're playing like capture the flag, or this person wants to capture your flag. Wink, wink. Just kidding. I don't know. Seeing the truth for what it is. Fierce serenity. Setting yourself free. Seeing somebody like undo like maybe this person acted like a cop in your life or was like a very Saturnian figure, because I'm seeing somebody like in handcuffs breaking them off. Maybe they wanted to handcuff you. The deities you work with will change throughout your changes, right? So different transits, or maybe you feel, certain deities or beings reach out to you at different times. Working with your strengths. So yeah, these deities could help you work on your strengths, right? For example, if let's say, I don't know too many because mine are from my personal experience, but let's say, for example, like Santa Muerte is reaching out to you, then you would learn about her significations or, death or like, I don't know. She's very peaceful energy to me. But who else? Different ones. I don't know. You do your own research. Of course, maybe you're just being led to it. Maybe you hear the word. Maybe somebody says Shiva or says Zeus or says, Aphrodite a lot or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Actually, we're gonna pull some extra messages because actually, yeah, let's get an angel. Beautiful Aries people and placements. What are your last messages from your highest teams of love and light? Releasing resentments about money. Okay, detoxing friendships. I think Sag got this in a similar position, so that's interesting. You might have Sag placements or an abundance mindset. If you think as abundance as something in the future, it's always a day away. See and feel and think of it as something you already have in the present, and that is what you experience. So that's pretty cool. I'm seeing Pocahontas Color of the Wind. Let's see if we have an oracle. And it seems we do. Foraging. So this could be about getting creative or trying new recipes or trying new ways or new methods or new strategies. So I'm going to end it here. Thanks for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Good luck. Take care.